You may be expecting someone to introduce me, but I'm not like all the other guys. So, let me introduce myself. I'm Narco, top 1 player in the world for several seasons, and I'm risking my life teaching you how to become a pro player in a matter of days, giving you the most valuable tips and tricks you'll ever find. Sit down, relax, and enjoy. Are you still crouching instead of having that nice and smooth slide whenever you press the sliding button? Or maybe you still make foolish mistakes and suddenly get smashed by a third-party squad? Or, even worse, are you still nervous and lost and don't know what to do when facing a full squad by yourself? Stress no more. Today, we're going to discuss all of this and much more. Come with me. Starting with the crouching situation, go to your custom layout and drag down this sprinting button towards the joystick as much as it goes. Also, on the basics BR mode, you want to have on the always sprint option and the sensitivity to 100. But Narco, this is old news. I know, my friend. But not everyone is a pro player like everyone else who follows this channel. The juicy part is coming now. You see, I'm jumping down this tractor, having the sprint button locked on and still crouching like a little scared cat. Theoretically, I haven't done anything wrong. Practically, the situation is different. For some reason, known only by developers, if you jump from a building, or in my case from a tractor, and press the sliding button in midair, even if you have the sprint button locked on, by the time you're touching the ground, you're going to crouch without a doubt. So, what can we do to prevent that? Well, there's 2 options. First, you can press and hold the sliding button until you touch the ground, and you'll immediately slide right after. Or, you're gonna have to wait until you touch the ground and press that sliding button. I know this doesn't make sense, but we have to work with what we have. In my honest opinion, no matter if you jump from the moon or from Mars, if you had the sprinting button locked on and you press the sliding button mid-air, by the time you touch the ground, you should slide without any additional nonsense, wasting time pressing buttons. But it is what it is. Let's move on to the next example. So, you're shooting at someone, blah blah blah, and need to reload. Theoretically, you have to wait for the yellow bar to completely fill up on the weapon you're trying to reload, and to have the visual confirmation that your mag has been reloaded. Practically, the situation is different. Even if you have the visual confirmation twice that your weapon has been reloaded, for some reason, known by developers only, you'll still crouch if you try to slide right away. The question is, what's the use of the 2 visual confirmations if we're still crouching once they're complete? Use #fixcrouching and #fixreloading all over social media to bring this to their attention. I haven't seen anyone talking about these things, and perhaps they don't even know they exist, so let's bring it in front of them, and hopefully they'll get it fixed. Here's one thing you can do to avoid crouching. As soon as the reloading is complete, scope in and out, and you can slide without any problems.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
Before jumping into another topic, if you found value in what you've just learned, a fair value exchange for me will be if you press that like button. Just make sure not to press it too hard and crack your phone screen. Done with the like button? Let's move to the next topic. Someone on my comment section said that last time in a tournament, they got third-parted in pipeline while fighting another squad. They were so silent when they were switching vehicles we got ambushed. If you watch my live streams, which I recommend you do, you'll see that most of the time I'm moving around the map on foot rather than driving vehicles. The main reason I'm doing this is because I always like to have a map in my mind about the things happening around me. If I drive from point A to point B, I'm losing track of everything, and I can barely hear any gunshots unless they're really close. So, next time, I suggest more foot action and less Fast and Furious. Let Vin Diesel take care of that. But if you really need to drive, let's say that you're running from the zone, pay attention to what's going on inside of the zone. If there's a gunsmith, an airdrop, or a helicopter around the area that you want to enter, then leaving the vehicle before entering the zone might be a great idea. Remember, if no one can hear you coming, no one knows that you're around, and therefore you can plan your next move. Another soldier said, "How do you think quick under pressure?" It would be very helpful because sometimes you can't think clearly, and even if you try, you don't know what to think about in the first place. Well, try this. Think about what you want to do first, and then think of the consequences right away. I'll give you an example. Just stick with me.
Skill ship ready for upgrade.
What do I want to do first? I want to attack them because so far I can only see two of them and one of them is knocked. What are the consequences? The consequences might be that I may lose the 1 versus 1 with that guy, but winning 1 versus 1 is the bare minimum you should do in order to play the game, isn't it? So I have no choice but to attack. A third player comes in. Now I can't just push them anymore. What I can do instead is throw them a cluster grenade and hope to get at least one more down.
Watch out. K9 unit incoming. Airdrop incoming.
That didn't work. Dogs are coming as well, giving up my position. I could just be crazy and rush them away, but I'm solo squads and can't afford mistakes, so I decided to retreat and let them push me instead. Listen carefully. I said retreat, not running away from them.
Flight will arrive in 1 minute.
One of them is brave enough to come down the hill alone. My first intention is to knock him down. The consequences? There are not many. I have cover and he's coming alone. Plus, I don't think he has any idea that I'm in this exact place.
Watch out. K9 unit incoming.
He has no armor, and he is trying to snipe me. Unless he's the best sniper COD Mobile has ever seen, I'm not afraid of that. I want to attack the guy who lost his armor. The consequences? He may retaliate, but I'm full of armor, so he has no chance against me unless he's a shotgun god and gives me a straight accurate first shot without a second try. But judging by the class he was using, dogs, I don't think that might be the case. Bloody hell, mate. That must actually be the best sniper to ever live. Now I have no choice but to retreat and think of another strategy.
Watch out. K9 unit incoming. Airdrop incoming.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Look carefully. There's a bot shooting the dogs. I know it might be tempting for you to get a free kill, but isn't it better to let the enemy do this job and maybe you catch one of them in offside? I would say yes. That's a bit too far to try and knock him with a full mag. I'll be giving out my position for free. When I give out my position, I want to have at least one of them on the ground. Let's plan something else.
Watch out. K9 unit incoming.
This is the first time in my life I was happy about those dogs pushing me. I really needed some plates, just in case. Talking about Vin Diesel, there he is, totally lost and clueless. I guess he is filming a scene for the Fast and Furious saga. Let him do his thing.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
One thing is to run, and another is to retreat and make the fight favourable for you. I really hope this helped clearing your doubts about what you think and what to do under pressure. If it did, share with your friends and get together and get some wins. Nonetheless, none of this will be possible if you don't have a good sensitivity, or if you don't know how to survive toxic classes as Shockwave and Ravager Launcher. But fortunately for you, I'm here to help. I'll leave this video on the screen. Go on, click it. You'll thank me later. From COD Narco to the world, have a wonderful day.